Baraktayawa, Baraktarashai, Baraktayawa, Baraktarashai, Kalalaliawa, Kalalalashai, Tawadayawa, Tawadashai, Kalalalia, Bashamashai, Bashamakakodash, the Branasta apostles of James Stone. Shalom to the brothers out there pushing this work in sincerity and honesty, the elves and the sisters. Just want to do a little breakdown on the importance of basically the brotherhood, right? And the brotherhood, which when it pertains to working towards Yahweh Shem Yahushai work, right? Because that's what we're all about in this kingdom. And yes, at times we get distracted and get caught up in the world, and that's where the brotherhood comes in, right? It keeps you, or it gets you back on track to keep doing Yahweh Shem Yahushai's work, right? Because at the end of the day, we out here in camps, right? Amongst the brothers, right, pushing this truth, we all want to see each other make it in the kingdom as a elect member of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And though brothers might fall out of the truth because it wasn't their lot basically to be a part of the elect, right? Nevertheless, they are Israelites, and they will be whether they are 2/3 on this side, they will be destroyed and come back in the kingdom, right? But yeah, we all out here and want to see each other make it. That's the truth, yeah. And we hope that we continue to the end, right? So let's get this first scripture. So Romans 8 and verse we'll just start at the point where we want to get verse 17. It says, if children, then heirs, heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Yahushai Mashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. So we all strive in this truth, calling ourselves Hebrew Israelites, right? Going out there pushing this work in the highways and byways, putting up our videos, right? Trying to live a righteous life to the best of our ability, right? Try to keep the laws and statutes to the best of our ability. We all want to make it as giant heirs of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And sometimes, as I mentioned before, sometimes we drift in the world, and that's the importance of the brotherhood. Not this one yet. Yeah, so this is one of the important things the brotherhood do for us. This is Proverbs 7 and verse 17. It says, iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friends. Right, so in this ministry, in camps, we are basically friends, right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We all came from different walks of life, but we come into this truth, and we became friends through the through this word, through this word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? And especially if know the times we're in, right? as Ephesians mentions, say, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Um, and the part to say, let me see if we can get it. The wiles of the devil. Alright, I know I start straight to the point. It's alright, let's start verse 10. It's a finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye are Yahweh Shemashai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Let's get that word while lie in wait. Alright. So I guess it's basically the trap. Yeah, trickery. Yeah. So we have to put on that armor, yeah, right? And what help us? The brotherhood, yeah? That's what help us keep steadfast. Yes, it's a journey of one man, right? Because the scripture also mentioned that every man work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. But though soldiers are solitude, they come in camps or packs, right? A group, a platoon, right? So though we are our own individual and we have our own shit going through day to day in this world, nevertheless we are a brotherhood, we are a body, right? So therefore we need to take care of that body and make um make it or keep it nourished, right? That's, as we said, that's where we all can basically um get that eternal glory that we strive for, right? So I think I mentioned, okay, so this is what I just mentioned, Philippians 2 and verse 12. It says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye always obey, not in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Alright, I think one definitely said, let every man, you know. Yeah, I guess it's that then. I thought it said let every man. Yeah, but it's a work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Alright, so we have a part to play in this truth, right? We do our videos, right? We go in the highways and byways, right? Demons plaguing us, we basically pray to Yahweh Shem Shai, right? And as I said, the brotherhood, we go around the brotherhood, reason about these demons. A brother me can tell you, so yo, go through that same situation, and it basically helps strengthen you, right? Or even better yet, help you remove that demon, right? That's on you, and you find yourself more straight in this truth again, right? Refreshed in this truth. Just because a brother come and say, oh, or just because you you pour out um, a demon plaguing it to a brother and he can relate, and because he went through it before and he got through it, he can basically give you comforting words to basically make it through that situation, right? So this is Ecclesiastes 4 and verse 9. It said, two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor, right? So you're doing a work, you and your brethren, you find out, say, yo, you finish the work quicker, or the work is less strenuous, or less straining, not training, but straining, it's less difficult than if it was you one, Imagine you lifting up a ply or a one before lot, something heavy that you basically it would be difficult to balance if it's you one, you get a next brother and you hold one end and the brother hold another end, it's simpler to carry, right? So two is better than one, a good reward, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he had not another to help him up. And this is why the scripture even mentioned that you're not supposed to forsake the assembly, right? You're going through shit, you don't say, oh, me going through shit, me now come round the camp, right? We go and try work it out yourself. It doesn't work that way. If the Lord wanted you to work out every single thing yourself, not saying you're not going to have things you can work out by yourself, but if it gets really strenuous on you, or you're struggling with it, you come to the brotherhood and you basically get comforted, again. It say, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he had not another to help him up. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and a third full cord is not quickly broken. Right? So that it's very important. The brotherhood is a very important thing, especially the times that we're coming through here. We get even information in this truth, and you can basically share with a brother, not even do a breakdown on it, but share the information with a brother, and that information that you share with the brother, he did a video on it, and it actually opened your eyes to see the information that you brought out in a more detailed fashion, so to say. Alright, so it's all around it very important to remember that through this journey, though we are solitude soldier, and there is only the pathway that is set with fire on one side and water on the other, where only one man can pass through, right? The brotherhood will get you build up for that journey, right? It will get you build and ready for that journey. So it's not a good thing to forsake the brotherhood, because who else out there will stand for you when family fail, right? When jobs fail, when everything not working out for you, who can you truly run to, you, right? It might not seem it, but through the principle of Yahweh Shem Shai, we are bound to help a brother in need. We are bound through the word of Yahweh Shem Shai to help a brother, right? Whether spiritually or physically, right? Because Yahweh Shai is our great example, right? Yahweh Shai feed us carnal bread and spiritual bread, yeah? So with that, I hope this video was a very edifying and uplifting video, right? Kalalal Yahweh Shem Shai Bashem Rakakadash. Shalom.